Okay, how are you doing, Professor? Classmates. So today we're going to talk about principles of language assessment. Measure language proficiency is a complex process that necessitates the use of valid and reliable language testing tools. Language assessments take various forms depending on the skill or proficiency level being tested. Language testing is a broad category of testing that assesses aspects of a person's ability to understand or communicate in a particular language. Language testing is used for a variety of purposes. There are 5 principles of language assessments. The first one is practicality. Practicality refers to the feasibility of administering an assessment in terms of time, resources, and effort. This means that it's not too excessively expensive. Furthermore, for a test to be practical, we're going to need administrative details should clearly and be established before the test. Also, all the materials and equipment should be ready. The cost of the test should be within budget limits. And the most important, the scoring and evaluation system should be feasible in teachers' time frame. The next one is reliability. Reliability refers to the consistency and dependability of an assessment. A reliable test produces stable and consistent results over repeated applications. According to Brown 2010, a reliable test can be described as follows. A reliability gives clear directions for scoring and evaluations. And the most important, reliability contains items, tasks that are ambiguous to test the taker. Now, validity. Validity refers to the evidence base that can be provided about appropriateness of the inferences, uses, and consequences that come from assessment. Macmillan said this, that appropriateness has to do with the soundness, trustworthiness, or legitimacy of the claims or inferences. According to Brown in 2010, a valid test of reading ability actually measures reading ability and not 20/20 vision or previous knowledge of subject. To measure writing ability, one might ask students to write as many words as they can in 15 minutes, then simply count the words for the final score. Now we are talking about washback. The term washback or backwash, Hughes in 2003, refers to the impact that tests have on teaching and learning. Such impact is usually seen as being negative. In large-scale assessment, washback often refers to the effects that tests have on instruction in terms of how students prepare for the test. Authenticity. Another major principle of language testing is authenticity. It is a concept that is difficult to define, particularly within the art and science of evaluating and designing tests. Citing Bagman and Palmer in 1996 and Brown in 2010 said that authenticity is the degree of correspondence of characteristics of a given language that stacks to features of a target language. So language learners are motivated to perform when they are faced with tasks that reflect real-world situation and context. Good testing or assessment strives to use formats and tasks that reflect the types of situation in which students will authentically use target language. The references that I used are described. It was the Testing for Language Teacher in 2010, written by Arthur Hughes, and the second book was Lily Bagman and Adrian Palmer, Language Testing in Practice. I hope that you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you so much.